Okay, we are recording. So those of you who haven't had a chance, or maybe you're watching this on the replay, my name is Kelly Hoover. I have been thriving for a little over 3.5 years, and really, truly the best decision of my life. Completely impacted my everyday life, has impacted my family and so many other things in my life. And so tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about what the Thrive experience is, how you take it, what you can expect from it. But we're really going to be highlighting Stephanie and Melissa, who are working in the education system. We're going to really be talking about that specific person tonight. One, because they have great stories. Two, because right now it's graduations and people are finishing up school and people are looking forward to the summer. And, people, teachers, educators really need to be feeling their best, especially at the end of a school year. Heading into the summer, a lot of times, people want to look at maybe a different stream of income during that time. So we're going to sort of be touching on all that. And then after that, we're briefly going to talk a little bit about Thrive Skin, our new CBD plus enzyme skincare line. So first, I want to go over what is the Thrive experience. So the Thrive experience is the all-natural, gluten-free, non-GMO vitamin system. And basically how it works is filling in your nutritional gaps in your body. So if you eat horrible, if you eat really super healthy, or if you eat somewhere in between, like a lot of people I know, you have those nutritional deficiencies that your food just isn't giving you. It's why people are tired. It's why people don't sleep great. It can lead to so many things in our everyday life. And we, as just a society, have gotten accustomed to feeling that way, to sort of feeling that rat race and run down. So what I love about Thrive is it's going to give you what your individual body needs. You're going to hear Stephanie's story. You're going to hear Melissa's story, and they're different, right? It's the same product, but it has done different things for them. I will tell you, when I first started Thriving, the thing I fell in love with the first was the fact that it was simple. I love that I could do it first thing in the morning. I didn't have to worry about taking things throughout the day. I didn't have to worry about skipping meals. It was easy. And those of us who have a busy lifestyle, which is probably every single person listening, you need simplicity, right? You need something that you can stay compliant with, that's easy to take, which is why you see people thriving for longer than 30 days and 8 weeks. This is an easy lifestyle that can adapt over a long period of time. So what do we do when we first wake up in the morning? So we have men's and women's capsules, okay? I encourage everyone to put them by your bed with water. So you have men's capsules, women's capsules. Take them first thing in the morning with 8 to 12 ounces of water. You will feel energized. You will feel ready to tackle your day within 10 to 30 minutes. I love how simple it is. 20 to 40 minutes later, you drink a ultra micronized lifestyle mix. There are several different delicious flavors. You can mix it with any liquid that you choose. Usually I choose water. But you can literally toss it in a very simple water bottle. You can put it in a blender bottle. You can make it in a smoothie if you like. So it's really whatever works for your lifestyle. But what I love about this is you're getting your vitamins, your A's, your B's, your C's, your D's, probiotics, digestive enzymes, and really helping that gut health. And it's just so incredibly important to reduce that inflammation in your body. And these things are doing it. Final step is the DFT. It's the wearable portion. So Dermafusion technology is what DFT stands for. Derma is the top layer of your skin. Your skin's your largest organ. So you're time releasing for 24 hours vitamins and minerals through your largest organ, literally opening up the pores underneath and delivering straight into the bloodstream. So you physically will feel a difference in the morning, in the afternoon, sleeping great at night. So whatever it is that your body needs, by the end of your first 30-day experience, you're going to have multiple things that impact your day. So I want to first introduce Stephanie. And Stephanie and I met, I don't even know how long it's been that we have met, but she's just got a great story, you guys. And Stephanie is an administrator, and you'll have to tell them a little bit about like how long you have been doing that and your Thrive experience, but specifically about how it's impacted your day, not only as a mom, but at your work.
So I have been thriving. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
So February 19th, I don't know why certain dates will stick in your head, but I know for me, February 19th was day one of Thrive for me. And I was one of the blessed people that actually felt that burst of energy and started feeling like, hey, I don't know if this is in my head or not, but there's something to this and I have to keep doing it on day one. So I was a day one thriver, and so I have never, ever, ever stopped. So I'm 2 years and however many months past February, I can't count that in my head right now. But this is my 16th year in education and my 5th year as an administrator. So I was a 4th grade teacher for 2 years, 2nd grade teacher for all the years after that. And then the last 5, I've been an administrator. So I wish I had found this when I was a new mom. I wish I had found this when I was in the classroom, because the world of difference it has made. I learned about Thrive from watching a good friend of mine who was actually a parent of a student that I taught 11 years ago. And so we became really good friends after that. When she and her husband started thriving, she knew how much caffeine I drank. I've sort of been coined as the Mountain Dew girl of Thrive, because that was my drink of choice. I literally, from the time I woke up until the time I went to bed, drank Mountain Dew. So when I tell people I drank 6 to 12 Mountain Dews a day, like that's no joke. Like I was not a coffee drinker. I've never been a coffee drinker, but Mountain Dew was how I would get through my day. Like I had to have that caffeine to function. You can imagine how much caffeine that was and the toll that that took on my body, just how many calories alone I drank every day in that. I probably drank more than what I was supposed to eat in a day. So now I cringe at that thought. When they told me not to do caffeinated drinks with Thrive, I thought Elise was crazy. I'm like, I cannot go without that caffeine. There's no way. I'm going to be exhausted. I'm going to have a terrible headache. And day one, there was no headache and there was no crash. And I got more done on that. It was a Sunday. I got more done on that Sunday than I typically got done in 2 weeks of time. Within 6 days, my husband noticed the difference in the things I was doing around the house. And he is not a product trier. Most women, most of my friends will try just about anything once, whether that's just to see if we get a benefit from it, or because we're really hoping for something, or to get someone to kind of shut up and leave us alone. But my husband is not a product trier, but 6 days in, he was like, I think I need to try what you have. Like you're a totally different person. And it's not that I was bad before, but I certainly faked it. I had to fake a smile at work. I work in an elementary school, so I get to work by 6:45. I'm at work and kids are in the door at 6:45. That's when we take them in. So I never know as an administrator what's going to come across into me. I stand at the front door, so I greet every single student that walks in, every single parent that walks in. Sometimes they walk in smiling, sometimes not so much smiling. But I always had to put that smile on and fake it. And that's really what I was doing. And then when I would come home, I was exhausted. So I would never finish my work at work. I was always having to bring things home. When I got home, I just kind of needed that time on the couch where my boys knew, don't talk to mom. She has to like from work for a little bit. And they didn't ask me what was for dinner because I wasn't cooking. Laundry never got done. I would kind of rotate through like what we had to have. If so, football season, I knew they needed however many pairs of football pants washed or their jersey washed. Like I never stayed up. And I was just tired and grumpy when I got home. I would always tell the boys, maybe later. That's the kind of mom I was. Maybe later, not right now. Maybe next Saturday. Well, next Saturday never came. Later never came. Later was always later. And once we started thriving, like I was waking up on my own on the weekends, not sleeping the weekends away. I would get so much done at work. I was not having to bring things home. When I got home from work, I noticed, not even on purpose, but I was not coming in and sitting on the couch. I was folding the clothes that were in the dryer. I was cooking dinner, so much so that my son, our youngest, would say, "Who's coming over? What, like, are we having company?" No, I'm just cooking because I need to cook. And this time of year, if there's any educators on here or mamas, like it's just a busy time of year, like Kelly said. So as an administrator, I'm not only finishing out this year and finishing the school year, I personally have a son that's graduating from high school, and I'm not going to talk about that right now because it's probably going to make me cry. But So we're doing all the graduation stuff, all of his awards and ceremonies and all of that, getting invitations out, getting my house ready to have people here. We're going on a trip the first week of summer, which is kind of unheard of. Like, that's the worst week for me to go away, but that's when we are. So everything that I normally do when teachers and students leave that first week, I have to have done before that. So the master schedule for next year, the rosters and class placement for next year, all the things that have to be ordered for next year. So I'm finishing this year and starting next year. And today when I came home from work, I actually went to the grocery store. I cooked dinner, filled out graduation invitation, got the stamps on to take them to the post office. And then when Roger got home from work, we went to Lowe's and got some things that we needed for the house. And so that in itself too, Roger never would have gone to the store on a weekday after work. He would have been home on the couch, crashing asleep and not awake. So it has certainly changed our lives. I don't have to fake it anymore. I literally feel good. We feel good. We both lost weight. That was not my intent. So the all day energy is my why. That is, I will never stop thriving because of the energy that I feel. It's not jittery. I'm not jumping out of my skin. It's just, I feel good all day, and I'm not having to force myself to do all the things that moms have to do. So I just find that I'm doing them when I get home, and my checklist is just, it stays, I always have things on my list, but I'm checking them off without like dreading that I have to do things. I'm just being more productive. And my family, I don't say maybe later, like we actually do things and we get things done. And it's been pretty amazing. Did I cover?
Yeah, sorry, I muted myself.
I just start talking.
No, that's great. I love the fact that you took really, truly like the product for yourself. But when you think about all the people you just talked about and how it's impacted, yes, it impacted you, but now it's impacted your kids, your husband, all of those families. Like, I think about like the families at that school and your interaction with those children and the patience and the ability that you are able to show up for them every day, and then all the staff and your kids' sport. I mean, there's just so many people that just by you saying yes to feeling better yourself, it's impacted so many other people's lives, especially in the role that you play. So I love that. So thank you for sharing. I'm going to toss it over to Melissa. Where'd she go? Hold on. Oh, there she is. Okay. I'm like, I lost you on my screen here. So I'm going to toss it over. And, Melissa has changed roles as of last year being a Thriver to this year being a Thriver within the education. So share a little bit about that with us, Melissa.
Okay. And prior to July of 2017, I was an exhausted educator. I was a tired mama. I was a crabby wife. I was overwhelmed, and I didn't see any way out of the vicious cycle that I was in. I didn't have any energy. My family Stephanie at one point coined the term leftovers. And I feel like that's what I gave my family. I put on my fake smile. I put on my happy at work. And by the time I came home, I was exhausted and there was nothing left. I would literally crash in the evenings. All I wanted to do at night in the afternoon was sleep. On the way to work, I wanted to nap. When I got to work, I wanted to nap. After work, I was just tired. And in July of 2017, Stephanie reached out to me and she said, I just want you to try this. This can change your life. And it was a really busy week for me. At the time, I was an administrator. And so I worked summers, and it was a very busy week that I had ahead. And so I said, sure, I'll try it. I've tried other things, nothing's worked. I'll give this a go. And just to say I've tried it. I hadn't slept well probably in 10, 12 years or more. To say I slept through the night, you put your head on the pillow and, as mamas and as teachers and educators, we have 1,000 things running through our heads. So I had lists next to my bed, and I would, write lists of things I had to do, things I had to think about. And that first night, I literally laid my head down on my pillow and went to sleep. I hadn't done that in years. It was a gift. And I immediately reached out to Stephanie and said, I don't feel the energy yet, but something's working because I slept last night. I put my head down, I slept through the night, and I feel rested today. Day 3 is probably when I started feeling a little bit of energy and that mental clarity. And so like the to-do list, the task list, all of those lists I was keeping started, I was like, oh, I can check this off. And I was more focused and intentional with getting things done. By day 6, which is funny that Stephanie said that, that's the day my husband said, whatever that patch thing is, you need to keep doing that. He said, you've got your happy back, I've got you back. It probably at about 2 weeks in, he started driving with me. And so our house is happy, we get more done. Weekends for me used to be, I just wanted to sleep. I just needed to catch up on sleep. I was so exhausted, and I don't do that anymore. The past 2 years, we do things together. We're out running and being busy. We keep our 4-year-old granddaughter every weekend because we choose to. 50 years old, I'm 49, he's 50, and we choose, we have the energy and the motivation, and we have patience, to run around with a preschooler, patience with, things that are happening at work. I really feel like because of Thrive, I had the mental clarity to kind of say, where's my joy and where's my why in my career? And kind of, have that conversation with my husband to take the step back to the classroom. I was in administration for 10 years, and I was losing, it was becoming a job, and I was losing my passion for why I got into the work, which was the children and the kids. And so now I feel very blessed to be back in the classroom, and I have the energy, I have the motivation and the positive attitude to tackle what comes each day. And I love it. I love the close relationships I have again with families and with the kids. And so I feel very blessed, and I can honestly say that if it weren't for Thrive, I think I still would be in that vicious cycle. I feel like I would be on that it's truly a cycle. You just can't get out of it. And it gave me the mental clarity to say, what brings me joy in life and what do I want to do? And so now I have the energy to do it. And we have fun. Our house is a fun place now.
Muted. Okay. Now you can hear me.
I can hear you.
I'll get away. I love that. And I love the fact, like I see the photos and stuff of you guys spending time with your granddaughter. And it's just such a special thing to be able to do. I too, on the weekends used to play catch up. I'll never forget the weekends where we had family movie time. And what it really meant was we put a movie on and mom cat sleep while the kids watched a movie. And that's what we called it. Every weekend, it's what we did. Sometimes we do it on Saturday and Sunday, and it just was part of life for us. And now we're like, go. We have to, slow ourselves down sometimes, right? So I love the fact that you guys can give so much to your children and to, your kids while you're at your job, because all parents really appreciate that. But then your family's not getting the leftovers. And it doesn't really matter if you're an educator, but typically speaking, people give the best part of themselves to people who don't live in their home, right? And so I love what you guys both shared. And so in closing tonight, you guys, I want everyone to know that you can Thrive for free. It is one of the best perks that Le-Vel offers. Being a cloud-based company, they really have the opportunity for every single person, a customer or a promoter, to thrive for free by referring to people. You can look around your life. People who are tired. People who are napping. People who need mental clarity. People who need to sleep better, want to lose weight, have inflammation in their body. And by you extending your story and by sharing, you can be helping them. And so really, truly referring to people, you then get an average of those 2 orders and you get to Thrive for free. Majority of people who are thriving have paid for it once, maybe twice, and they're earning referral credits. What I love about that is now that we have launched into CBD skincare line with Thrive Skin, it goes the same for that. I don't know any skincare products out there that you can refer people and get your product for free. It is just incredible. People spend money on their nutrition. They spend money on their nutrition for your face, for your skincare. And so why not go with, you know, giving the Thrive experience and Thrive Skin a try and experiencing it for yourself and referring to and getting it for free. So in closing, I just want to briefly mention what is really, truly blowing up social media, before and after photos. And that is the Thrive Skin. It's a CBD plus enzyme skincare line. And just really brief, it's 3 steps. It is a peel, it is a reduce, and it is restore. And so it's these 3 simple steps. We like things simple around here at Le-Vel. And so it's 3 simple steps. You guys, it takes me about, if I'm doing all 3 steps, it takes me about, I've timed it multiple times, no longer than 3 minutes and 30 seconds to do my face, my neck, and my décolleté, all of it, okay? And that, I love the simplicity and I love the time efficiency, because I don't really stick to anything that is complicated or takes a lot of time. And so I love the aspect of that. And here's the thing, when you first put the peel on, you're gonna do it 3 to 5 times a week, depending on your skin type. Thrive Skin is good for all skin types, but it literally is going to shed the top layer, the dead skin off of your face. The results are amazing. It's getting those pores ready for the step number 2, which is the reduce, which you do AM and you do PM. My skin soaks it up. I have very dry skin. I don't have dry skin anymore. It's kind of incredible. I was telling my sister-in-law tonight that, like, at the end of the day, I don't have skin flaking off. That is not normal. And I've spent money, a lot of money on skincare products. I've used the expensive stuff. I've used the cheap stuff. I've used everything in the middle. And I will tell you, I still always have flaky skin. I never can get enough hydration. I'm getting enough hydration with Thrive Skin. And the 3rd and final step is the restore, which is your moisturizing elixir. This is also AM and PM. You guys, other things that people are using Thrive Skin are on varicose veins. People are using it on stretch marks. They're using it on scars. They're using it on their hands and their feet for dead skin. I used it on my 8-year-old daughter when she had you know, she has eczema really bad, and she had a flare up, and used it on her. Both my 8 and my 10-year-old daughter are using it. People are using it on acne. So open your mind up to what you have. It's not just about your face and about your skin. And the price of $150 for the entire 3 steps is just absolutely an incredible price, not only because CBD is very expensive, but for just an entire skincare system. So the one thing you'll want to add that is not in there, I would encourage you, especially now that the summer is rolling around, is your SPF. So you'll want to make sure that you include that and put that on as well, just to protect your skin for the future. So thank you so much, Stephanie. Thank you so much, Melissa, for sharing tonight. You guys, we will have a recording out for this and allow you to share it with some of your educator friends and your teacher friends, because we all know that they need to be thriving as well. So y'all have a great night, and we'll talk to you again really soon.